Okay, so win units. So I'm thinking probably every second clip I'll give commentary, and then every other clip I won't give commentary, simply because most of the battles are more or less the same. So you guys will get the pattern uh, pretty early on, so there's not really any point for me to commentate on however many hundred wings. Okay, so skip all those. Yeah, we can do this one. Again, sorry for the ambient noise. I don't know how to filter it out, so stun the Leica. Alright, so whenever there's a Leica in play, I generally want to take out the Leica, but Annabelle is probably more of a threat in this case because she has the cleanse, the heal, and the armor break. So instead of doing the first skill, which would take away a huge chunk of Leica's health since it hits twice, we're actually going to go for the reset and hope that we get the Annabelle, which we do not. But we do stun the Leica, so here, again, we're just going to take out this Annabelle and the Megan. We're going to chip away at Leica while he's stunned, finish off Leica, and we're good. Probably skip. Wind Monkey. Wind. Wind. Okay, we might actually do this one. Let's hope that the Light Panda isn't fast enough. Because I generally find if I do go up against Light Pandas without speed leads, I usually am fast enough, or rather my Water Fairy King is fast enough to move before the Light Panda goes, so I usually get a reset off. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be fast enough here though. I am. Do we get the reset? On Perna maybe? We get the reset on both of them, beautiful. So in this case, we're just going to take out the Light Panda because he's more of a threat, or not. It's not so bad. We'll keep going for the Panda. Can we strip the Panda? No, but we get the immunity off Ariel. We'll just go for this. Can we stun? No, but we can kill it. And we're pretty much, there's no chance that we're going to lose from here on out against two Archangels. Strip the immunity. Beautiful. So if you guys are going to use Light Panda, you really need to make sure that it is fast enough to get a move off, because if it isn't, well, as you can see there, it doesn't really do much. So here, there are two threats, but there is no speed lead. So I think we should be fine. So there are two threats here, the Theo and the Leica, but Theo doesn't worry me as much as the Leica does, because the Leica has that stun on revenge and everything, and Theo, I can basically just freeze him or whatever. He doesn't scare me as much as a Leica, so here we're going to go for the Leica first. However, if we reset Theo, we're going to take him out instead. Sorry for the plane. So we do get the Theo, but I see here that he is low enough on health that I can still do the AoE on Leica, and I will still finish off Theo, and hopefully maybe even freeze Leica? No. But we took out the Orion, we're not really worried. So it's a violent Leica. Doesn't really matter. Relatively straightforward. Wind. Alright, so this is a no-brainer. There's not really any way that we could lose. So here, even though you see a Theo, I'm still actually going to go for Veramos first. Because, as I said in an earlier video, Veramos is the biggest threat that I find when he is on the enemy team. But we do not get a defense break, so I guess we'll have to see how this turns out. Do we get the reset? We don't. I think in this case we're just going to go for Orion, because Orion has the most health, and Bella and Theomars are low enough on health that I don't really need to target them with the AoE. And in case you don't know, if you're wondering why I'm saying targeting specifics with an AoE, it's because Taor's third skill, whoever you target, he deals full damage to that target, and then all other targets take half of that damage. So we're going to take out Orion here. Oh, we don't get Bella, but we reset Bella apparently. Still pretty straightforward. Okay, so again, the only threat here is Theomars. Eladriel is a wind unit, but he's not really going to do enough that it's going to deter me from attacking this comp, so we're going to do it. So we're just going to do the reset and see what we can do. So that Eladriel is pretty squishy. So I can either choose to pop Endure right now, or I can choose to kill the Commune. But the thing is, all Commune really does is provide a shield that I'm not really too worried about. It's more important to me that I pop the Endure on Theomars so that after he moves, I can take him out. So we're going to aim for Theomars. Chip away at Commune. Oh, that's bad. Alright, so I think here what we're actually going to do instead is push the unicorn back. I almost called it a pony. Hopefully we can strip the shield. We do. That's Theomars out of the way. Now we can risk killing Eladriel. So I think that's what I might do, because I don't think I could kill Commune, but if Eladriel decides to revive Theomars, then I really just wasted a move, because any of my water guys could take out Commune when they move. So I think we're going to chance the crit. We don't get it. Hopefully we can still kill Eladriel before he moves. I think we can. So Taor's down, but I think we should still be able to kill this Eladriel. Hopefully we do. And the rest doesn't really matter. So we're going to go for the unicorn simply because when she's transformed, she has like half her health, I believe. And we just took away the defense buff, so Kamun's not really a threat. So we take her down, and then we just have a Kamun that's not going to do anything. Wind, wind, wind. No, we'll skip that. Wind. Okay, so two threats here. Water Fairy King and Camilla. But I think we might actually go for this. Because I'm not too worried about the Rakan, and I'm not too worried about the Sekhmet because she is a fire unit, so her attacks usually will glance on my water units. So hopefully we can get the reset on the Water Fairy King here. We get it. So now, instead of aiming for Camilla, because we're already going to take her out on the next turn anyway, we're actually going to go for the Rakan. You would think that I would go for the Sekhmet, but I'm not sure if I reset her or not, but even if I didn't, I'm not really concerned about whatever she's going to do. We're going to go for the Rakan simply so next turn we can nuke him out. So we're going to do Fly Fly so we get the defense break on Camilla. We're still going to go for this guy. So all my units are going to focus on Rakan simply because my Taor is going to finish Rakan off with his first attack, and then we have Camilla left by herself, and I can save Taor's single target nuke for a defense broken Camilla, and that's it. There's a Leo here, there is a Ritesh here, save comp. Of course, there is always the risk that Orion outspeeds, but even if he does, I don't really see what damage that Rakan could do, because Vanessa's not going to do anything, and Praha's not going to do anything, so we're actually going to go on the Orion to see how tanky it is. I'm going to do this to try and get some resets off, or we stun the Praha, that's just as good. I'm thinking we actually take out the Orion. Yeah. Actually, we'll do the AoE. So if I did the single target nuke, I know that I would take out Orion, guaranteed. But Vanessa is pretty low on health, and Praha is probably going to be nearly dead if I do the AoE. So I think I'm going to chance the AoE and hopefully kill Orion, definitely kill Vanessa, and bring Praha down to near death state instead of just doing the single target nuke. I don't think we crit there. Alright, so perfect. he got the defense break on my Water Fairy King, so I know that the Rakan is going to collapse the Water Fairy King. So what we're going to do here is go for the Fly to get defense break on Orion, so that when my Water Fairy King dies, he can do as much damage as possible. Except he didn't die, so here we're just going to take out the Praha, push back the Orion. Don't want to get collapsed. We're going to do this. We are going to bring his health down more so Taor can wipe him out if he had crit. Got away without losing anyone there. Win unit. Jasoon. So I look at this and I go, there's a Water Panda, a Fire Monk, and Theomars. There's not, this Jasoon being in there doesn't really scare me off that much, because I'm definitely going to go for the Water Panda first to stop him from doing his strip or his reckless assault. So if we take out the Water Panda, Jasoon doesn't really do much. Yes, she can give attack buff to Theomars, but Theomars is generally pretty squishy, so we can take him out pretty easily. Fire Monk, not going to worry me any time of the day, so we're going to go for this. Can we get the panda? We don't get the panda. Okay, what do we do here then? Still do loot. Do some damage on Theomars. So this is one of those situations where I said yesterday about how if there's a full wheel comp like this, instead of going for the reset, because there's not really any point, you can try and risk going for the strip with the Water Fairy King's first kill on the important target. So in this case, we're going to try and strip the Water Panda, which we get, and now we can chance the freeze with Taor, which we do get. I think we'll just bring Theomars down here. And now we are going to get defense break on him first. See if we can reset this Theomars, which we cannot. And then I think from here, we don't really have a choice but to take out the panda. I'm going to do Fly simply to get defense break on Theomars, and then hope that my Galleon has his second skill, which I think he does. Yes, he does. So we're going to push back Theomars, try and stun. Oh, perfect. So we get the Endure buff off anyway, so Theomars is dead. From here, it's pretty smooth sailing. Yes, Jasoon might give us a hard time, but I doubt that Jasoon is going to be able to pull it off unless she procs a whole lot of times and gets Fallen Blossom off. But I think we'll be able to kill Ritash right here. Take that attack buff off, give ourselves attack buff, get a few procs. I probably should have gone for a harmless prank here, but I'm just doing whatever because there's no way this Jasoon is going to win. Not a full defense. Alright, so here, speed lead and Umduat. We're going to leave that alone. Also because the Woozer could be really fast as well, and that's just not going to be very fun. So this looks pretty good. Again, the Woozer could be really fast. People are building their Woozers pretty fast these days for real-time arena. But I think this should be okay. Can we stun the Woozer? Beautiful. Get loot up. Hopefully we reset the Water Fairy King. We do get the reset. So at this point, the Water Fairy King is probably still high enough. Like if he's got half health, if I don't crit with my AoE, there's a chance I won't kill him. And Woozer and Sekhmet, they're not really gonna stop me from winning. So it might be a bit of a waste, but we're actually going to target Water Fairy King with the initial nuke. Oh, okay, so we take them out anyway. There's a Tiana there. Ciara. Ooh. There's a Camilla there. No, I think we'll leave that one alone. Yep, we can definitely go for this. So start off with loot as usual. Get the Woozer, perfect. So now we are going to try and get rid of the Theomars because he's the only threat. We do not get the reset, so instead we are going to freeze. Or hopefully freeze. We get the freeze off. Ariel's going to do his... No, he's not. We get the cut in. So from here, we're going to go for Woozer simply because he's lowest on health. Get that shield off. No point using the second skill, we'll save that. So now we're going to go for the aerial since it has heal block. Oh, I think we just crashed. Utesh. Yeah, I think we can hit this. There's not really any threat, but Ganymede could probably do some damage. Hopefully we can stun. We don't get any stun, but that should be okay. Maybe we can get a reset instead. We get the reset on the Ganymede and the Veligil, so that is not too bad. In this case, we are going to take out the Orion, so he can't stun us, defense break us, do any of that. There is a chance that Veligil can get a violent proc and then do his Sanctuary, but I'm not really worried about that happening, so we're just going to go for the Orion. We're going to take out Vanessa and Veligil as well, so easy peasy. What's next? No. No. Probably not. No. Yeah, we can do this. Hopefully we get Varad. Yes. So, whenever there's a Varad, it's pretty important to take out the Varad, otherwise he'll freeze you and do what a Varad does. So generally, if I don't get the will off of Varad, then I will generally try and go for the first kill to strip the will off and then chance a freeze with my Taor. But since we did get the stun off, we don't need to worry about that. So here we are probably going to take out the Rakan since the Varad is stunned up. Not really worried about that. We're going to push back this Orion so he can't move. We'll keep attacking the Orion. Take out the Orion. We're going to play it safe here. There's no point saving the second skill because either way, Jasoon by itself is not a threat. So there's no point risking not killing Varad with the first skill and then Jasoon healing and all that other stuff. So here, this actually looks scary to me simply because there's a Veramos there, there's a Rakan, a wind unit, but I think we're still going to take it on. I don't know why, it's just something about Veramos that really scares me. Gonna try and get some resets off. We get Veramos, we get Rakan, beautiful. So we got the reset off on Rakan, so we know that no matter what, he's only going to go for our first attack. So there's no threat there. So instead of using the nuke to target Rakan and then possibly leaving Veramos alive, and then which will lead into a cleanse, we are going to take out Veramos instead and damage Rakan, or hopefully even kill him here. Nope. Now we could kill Rakan here, but like I just said, he's reset, he's not going to do anything besides his first attack, so instead we are going to get the defense break on Veramos. Now we are going to... I'm actually going to try and take out Vanessa. And the reason why I used my Water Fairy King to take out Vanessa instead of finishing off Rakan is because my Water Fairy King hits harder than my Orion does. So it would be a bit of a waste to use my Water Fairy King's move to take out Rakan, because as you can see here, Orion's about to move and I could have used him to kill Rakan, which is what I do. And then now we take out Veramos and then Eladriel by himself, not a problem. Even better, we get the stun and the heal block. There's no way Eladriel is going to bring this back. Ooh, it's the Naj guy. Skip him. Yeah, this looks pretty safe. So here, the Perna is the main threat. I'm not worried about Fire Beast Monks any day of the week. Gemini is a bit of a threat, but he's stunned up here. And Geminis are pretty much always built on Despair, so I know there's not really much chance of him proccing and doing whatever. So I think here we are going to go for the defense break just to get more damage off. I'm going to try and reset the Perna. We do not get the reset on Perna, so instead the wisest thing to do here would be to take out the Beast Monk and Gemini and take Perna's first life, or not because we didn't crit. We're going to take out the Phoenix, go for Gemini. Okay. Ooh, that's bad. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do here is defense break the Perna, because if Perna's got defense break on it, pretty much any of my team will be able to kill Perna. And the reason why I did this is because I want to save Taor's turn to try and nuke out that Eladriel, rather than spending Taor's turn to go for the Perna. So we go for the defense break so that my other units can take out Perna. And we're going to go for the crit, which we get, and from here it's basically whatever. Oh, sorry about that crash. Let's keep going. Yep, we can do this. So I think even after today, I don't even need to commentate anymore, because it's pretty straightforward. And you can probably get what I usually do just by watching, even without commentary. Got the reset off. I'm not going to take any risks. Going to make sure the Fairy King dies. Take out, basically just mop up. Nice and easy. I'm not sure if we've done this guy before. We probably have. Yep, we can do this. So I do attack this guy often, so I know that his Camilla is actually a tank Camilla. So in this case, we try to take out the Perna first. Oh, we actually got the reset. So I think based on how much damage that Perna took from my Water Fairy King, we will actually go for Vanessa to try and kill her, and also get the Perna. Oh, Orion. Violent Orion. So, as I said, I know that this guy's Camilla is a tank Camilla, so I'm not really concerned about who she hits. I'll just do this. There's no point going for the defense break. Oh, that's bad. Ah, dang. Oh, nice. I'll take that. This should be in the bag. Yeah, definitely in the bag. I don't actually want to hit this. No, I think we'll skip that. There's a Ritash, Bernard, Wind. Oh, we can definitely do this. So I think after this recording, I will probably stick to just no commentary clips. Because I mean, I've already done commentary of like 20 battles now, and it's pretty much just the same thing. So if you watch all 20 battles, I'm pretty sure you don't need any more commentary after that. Yeah. Beep, beep. Might actually see if I can swap over to the... Actually, no, never mind. We'll just finish this video off as commentary. No, there's a Ritash. Wind Monkey. Yeah, we can do this. And again, reset. Oh, beautiful. We get the reset on everyone. Take out both Perna and Fairy King. We're pretty much good to go. Nice and straightforward. There's Bernard. This actually looks pretty scary. There's a lot of stun. We'll skip that. No, no, no. No, we'll skip that. Ah, oh, damn. See these guys. Okay. We can try this one, I guess. Stun the Orion. Nice. Gonna do this. Get the reset off. There we go. Alright, what's this guy got? Definitely not. Underwatt, I really don't want to fight Underwatts, but it's the last wing, so why not? Ooh, that Underwatt's gonna move. But we stun Rakan, so I think we should be fine. Oh. So in this case, I'm actually not going to use the reset because the Rakan is already stunned up anyway, and I'm not concerned about any of the other guys since the Dark Horus just used his AoE. So in this case, we are just going to chip down the Dark Horus, and these guys can do whatever. Oh damn. Okay, that's bad. We're slowed as well. We're just going to push back this Rakan because we definitely need to get rid of the Rakan. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Damn, you kill him. No, don't heal. Doesn't really matter, we're going to one-shot the Rakan anyway. No risks, we aim for Rakan. And then we'll go for the defense break. Finally use the AoE, even though there's no point. We'll just take out Chiwu. Can we kill? We're about to find out. Ooh. Little messy, but worked out in the end. Alright. Finish off with the tally. And that's it for Tuesday.